What is happening, Magnus? So, decided to do a video after I had a chance to see the full Bad Bunny halftime show and the full Turning Point USA halftime show, which I'm hearing did get approximately on all its streaming, because different platforms were streaming it. It got around 20 million. They said that they haven't finished tallying, but that's what they got at that time, around 20 million. And there have been other halftime shows in the past. You know, there was a Beavis and Butthead one. There was a WWE one. I think that's the one where The Rock and Mick Foley had that match in the empty arena, correct? I think they did have one. And Living Color did one or whatever. So, I want you to pay attention to me, because my conspiracy theorists that watch me are going to love this video, especially the religious ones. Now, I was thinking about this. I was just like, well, at the end of the day, this is why I tell y'all, in life, you got to care, but not that much about certain things. So, everybody's all up in arms about the Bad Bunny performance, okay? This is America. It's an English-speaking country majority. So there are people that did not like the fact that we got total Spanish, all Spanish performance for an English-speaking country. It's like a lot of people, I've been watching videos all day. People have issues with the fact that they couldn't understand it. That was an issue for them. Now, there were other people that had political issues with it. They don't like Bad Bunny's politics. He has an issue with Trump. He has issues with ICE. And they felt that at the end also of the show, that the end of the show was political with all the flags and all this other stuff, okay? That's what they're saying. Another thing, for religious people, for people with children watching the show, the dancing was a little too sexual. And also, they had men grinding on each other. Okay, so that was an issue for them. So, Bad Bunny, you know, he's known, the way he comes off, he's bisexual. All right. Or he may be gay. Okay. Now, here's my view on being gay. Okay, because a lot of people don't know, isn't that? Okay. Got gay family members, friends, co-workers. Never had an issue at all. Okay. As far as whether you're born that way, I think some are. And I think for some, it's a choice. Okay. I think somewhere along the line in the development of the child and as a baby, something hormonally happens. And, you know, they come out gay. It is what it is. Okay. I have no hate toward the gay community whatsoever. And being a man that wanted to be top tier in entertainment and make all the big movies, how could you want to even go into entertainment and have an issue with the LGBTQ community? You can't. You're going to be working with many LGBT community all day long. You know what I'm saying? And I have worked with them. Some of the best people I've ever met in my life. Okay. They have different sexual preferences. It is what it is. Okay. And just like any other community, there's good people and there's bad people in that community. All right. So that's how I feel about it. All right. It is what it is. Some were born that way. Some made a choice. Okay. So religiously, there are people who are going to have issues with that, because in several religions worldwide, there's an issue with homosexuality. So they see the grown men grinding on each other. They got the kids. The women are dancing sexually suggestively. That's an issue. And then if you're also very patriotic, they're like, well, it's an English-speaking country, so they want the Spanish. So they want the English being spoken, like change the words. I've heard several Spanish songs that were translated into English, and they sound great translate it into English too. Sometimes it's better in Spanish or whatever language it was, and sometimes it's not. It just depends. Some are, it is what it is. All right. Now, when you go over to Turning Point USA, Turning Point USA's was very patriotic. It was very America. It was very, very, very America. Okay? I think at the end they had Kid Rock and everything. I was laying in bed watching it in the middle of the night. I finished up watching it and everything. So, out of the two, musically, my favorite was Bad Bunny's, even though I didn't understand it. The music, the beat, the rhythm, the dancing, even though it was, definitely over the top in certain areas. The whole thing was more my type of show. They should have taken out all the sexual suggestive dancing, though. They definitely should have done that. And I think if I was marketing it, I would have just had them do English versions of his songs so that, the majority of the nation watching could have understood. Turning Point USA, I probably would have had, I don't know. I thought their songs were good for the most part, but I didn't really get what, a couple of the first songs were pretty good. I kind of started to lose interest in the middle. Then when Kid Rock came out, there was some stuff that I recognized, and I was bobbing my head. I was getting along with it and everything. But all in all, musically, Bad Bunny's sounded better. Now, for my conspiracy theorists out there, especially my religious ones, okay? Many of you are going to say, who gives up? Well, not the Christians, right? Because you don't cuss as a Christian, right? So, the Christian conspiracy theorists are probably going to say, well, look, now this is allegedly. This is all allegedly. The conspiracy theory about the music industry goes like this. The devil, Satan, was an angel that was in charge of music in heaven. Okay? So, with him and the other angels that were thrown down from heaven are running the musical industry. The theory goes that because he was in charge, it's the most, I guess you could say, satanic of the entertainment industry. If the devil is truly running the industry, okay. The theory goes that you must sell your soul to the devil in some form or fashion to make it as a mainstream musical artist. So, the conspiracy theorists are going to say, well, both shows had mainstream musical artists on the show that sold their soul to the devil. So why do I care anyway? Which one was better? Why would I watch any one of them anyway? They both playing for the same team, but just on different sides. Right? I know a lot of y'all are laughing and smiling right now. The conspiracy theorists are like, yeah, exactly. Why is everybody fighting over it if they all playing for the same team in the first place? See, I'm more of the thought of similar to the Merovingian in Matrix, the second one. The Merovingian, I'm paraphrasing, basically said that choice is an illusion given to those without power by those with power. So many people believe, and it's a conspiracy theory, that the left and the right are, two wings on the same bird. You know what I mean? It keeps us, going at it and fighting and at each other's throats, which, if the conspiracy theory is true, then that's where America's at right now. Fighting over the Bad Bunny Superbowl halftime show versus the Turning Point USA halftime show, and whether Spanish should have been used or not. And yes, Puerto Ricans are American citizens. And, it's just back and forth. And if you didn't like the Spanish, you're racist. And, if you did like the Spanish, then you're a traitor to America. It's all this crazy stuff going on. And if the conspiracy theory is true, well, then you're doing everything is going according to plan. It's all part of the plan. That's why I keep telling y'all, in life, you gotta care. Not that much about certain situations. Certain things are extremely, extremely important. And I get it. Everyone has their gauge of what it is to them. But to me, that's why I give y'all my opinion on something. But you don't understand. I don't lose sleep over none of this stuff. I don't lose sleep over anything that's going on anywhere in the political world or the entertainment industry. With Disney and all these other companies woking up everything, the video games, all this stuff. Listen, I tell y'all what I gotta say. When that camera goes off, I'm chilling. One of the main things that people say when they meet me in public, in person, when they get a chance to talk to me for like 3 to 5 minutes or something like that, they're always like, and it's like a glitch in their system. They're always like, you know what? You're just a cool, chill dude, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. See, what I do on here is entertainment. It's me, but it's with the volume turned way up. You know what I'm saying? I subscribe to the whole WWE thing. The best personality to put out there is your true personality with the sound turned up. Turn the volume up to 11. You know what I'm saying? That when you meet me in public, I'm not all like, what's happening? Woo! So, let me tell you, man, great to meet you. What's your name? Bob? Woo! Let's take a picture. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Like, come on now. I'm a regular human being. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. I ain't going to lose sleep over this. People are going to continue to fight. And conspiracy theorists are all going to have fun in the comments now. I know y'all going to have fun in the comments right now. So, yeah. It is what it is. 10 million subscribers. Woo!